Hey, what's going on? It's Jack Milocco for Beardbrand. Let's talk about the second week of growing your new beard. First of all, welcome back. You're already on week number 2 of 4. You're getting through your first month with these. Hopefully you went ahead and saw the first episode in this mini-series. If not, I'll link it down in the description. Basically, all I told you guys last week was what to expect, what you're feeling, and what it's gonna look like with your beard on that first week of growth. Now, we are 14 days in, and let's talk about those big 3, all right? We're gonna start with appearance, then go into feeling, and finally, we're gonna touch base on the expectations for 14 days of growth, all right? Let's just jump right into it with number 1, appearance. Again, 14 days in, you're gonna start to see the transition, mostly, some of you might not, but for the most part, you're gonna see the transition between stubble to what you see now, which I'd consider heavy stubble. And for a lot of guys, this is where they tap out. Some people don't really know if they want to commit to the full beard, and it's right around this time when they go, this isn't for me, or they go gung-ho on the whole thing. Because it's at this point that you really get a test of, well, this isn't really a 5-day or 3-day beard anymore. I'm not really looking like the action hero star who just didn't shave for a few days. Now you're starting to either look like you're getting a little grungy, or people are starting to notice that you're gonna go for the beard. And that is where we're gonna get into the main thing of this, and that's communication. Because for a lot of you guys out there who are growing your first beard, and you're maybe in a professional environment where beards aren't exactly the norm, I'd say communication is the absolute key at this stage. Because right now, the appearance is not wonderful. Like I said, we're getting into that heavy stubble territory, and it's not gonna be perfect for everyone. So during that stage, you need to be clear with who you're around that, hey, I'm gonna go for the beard. I'm gonna let this go to the end of the month and see what happens. Now, hopefully you took my advice at the end of last week and reassessed the situation on your cheek line and your neckline. If you didn't get a chance to see how to establish cheek line or neckline, it's real simple, we'll go over it. 2 fingers above the Adam's apple. Where the top finger is, when you do this, that's right about where you want it. I like to keep mine just a little bit longer because I know going forward that I'm gonna let my beard come down a little bit more. But if you're gonna keep a shorter beard, you might wanna go just above that index finger. Point is, don't bring your beard all the way up to the jawline. This is really popular with guys right now. And yes, it's trendy, and yes, you can do it if you want, but if you want the advice of a guy who's grown a beard or 2 in his day, let it grow down a little bit more. Do the 2-finger rule above the Adam's apple, and then as far as the cheek line, just follow the natural slope. There's a lot of different videos on how you can really figure out which one you want. There's a lot of debate on what really a cheek line should be. So if you want to go check out some videos on that, again, I will link those in the description, but basically just follow the natural curve. But it's not super critical for the cheek line at the very beginning unless it's just going hog wild on your face, all right? So now that we've established how your beard is probably gonna look within 14 days, let's talk about how your beard is going to feel within those first 2 weeks. For a lot of you, and I mean a lot, more so than the appearance, this is where you are really gonna get your mettle tested. And I say that in the most sincere way. A lot of people will stop growing the beard at this point because it feels really uncomfortable. We're past the stage where it's just that stubble. We're moving into the part where it's actually starting to become beard hair. And if it's long enough, you're gonna really start to feel it in your face, especially if you've got some coarse hair going on like me. The best tool in your arsenal for this kind of thing is moisturization, all right? If by this point, at the 14-day mark, you have not started putting something on your beard hair, come on, guys. You gotta get with the program. I don't care if it's coconut oil. I don't care if it's our stuff. Point is, I want you to be putting something on your face. Oil, balm, I don't care what you use. I just want you to do your research and find something that makes you look and feel awesome. If you want my personal advice at this point in my growth stage, I'm now using Utility Balm. Utility Balm, again, is this little jar of greatness right here. This is a Beardbrand product. There goes the lid. Basically, it's just kind of a balm, if you will, kind of a beard balm solution. And all you really need at this stage is probably about that much. Even with how much growth I'm having right now, that's all I'm really gonna use. So what we wanna do is rub this together in our hands. We've got a million tutorials on how to use this stuff if you wanna get more in depth with it. But real quick, just rub it on into the beard hair. And what's nice is because it's not just a beard balm, I can rub the excess into my hands and that will serve as almost like a lotion, all right? The reason I'm using Utility Balm right now is really just for that reason, because anytime I've got the excess, I just rub it on my hands or with the rest of my face or on my elbows, whatever, all right? If you want to check out the utility balm for yourself, I'll put a link down in the description, as well as a link to our beard oil if you want to see that. Biggest takeaway from this section is you need to be putting something on your face at this point. 14 days in, if you are not putting oil or balm or something else on your face to hydrate the skin, to hydrate the hair, it's gonna suck. It's gonna really itch, it's gonna feel dry, you might even get some ingrown hairs, and it's really not gonna shine or look fantastic. So please, take my advice, get something on the face, get something on the hair, and you'll be good to go, all right? And finally, let's talk about number 3, the expectation for 14 days of growth. Now remember, you got through your first 7 days knowing that it's not gonna be a beard. Again, 14 days in, it's still not gonna be a beard. You're gonna get that heavy stubble. It's not gonna look pretty. It's probably going to look worse than it did that first week, unless you've really established a good neckline and a good cheek line. Mine's okay right now. I just did it myself. I'll probably have a barber refine it a little bit later once I get a haircut. But if you want to establish something that looks a little bit better, I would encourage you to, at this point, if you haven't already, establish at least the neckline. Remember, 2 fingers above the Adam's apple. Let it grow down a little bit, because if you are going to continue past this first month, you really want to let a little bit of growth be on the underneath part of your jaw, because that's where a bulk of your beard is going to be. All right? Now, again, I know a lot of you are not going to have the growth that's just all over. We talked about last week, the 2 spots you're going to see the growth. So at this point, it's really going to test you, because if you don't have a growth pattern that all connects, it might be a little funky. So you might want to start doing your research into styles that maybe aren't the full natural beard. All right, we've got plenty of videos. I will link some down in the description on all the different styles. We've got a quiz that helps determine what type of beard style is the best for you. I can link that down there too. Overall, there are other options out there that are not just the full natural beard. All right, so that's all I've got for you guys this week. Let's check back in next week when we are at the 3-week mark, see where we're at. We're gonna start to see a little bit more of a transition into what we kind of call the full natural beard, but again, it probably won't be all the way there. We're going slow and steady on this, all right? So don't forget to subscribe so we can check back in next week. If you haven't gotten the chance, go ahead and like this video. It helps us spread the word. Check out our other videos, and if you didn't get a chance to watch the first one and you're watching this one for some reason, go back and watch the other one, and until I see you guys next week, hey, keep on growing.
Dude, you're looking for the world's most amazing product? Then grab yourself some utility balm. It works on your body, works on your beard, on your hair, on your face, anywhere that you want to hydrate and moisturize. Grab it over at beardbrand.com and upgrade your life. 3.4 ounces is going to last you a long time.